Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to help you guys with interpreting your arterial blood gases. So you'll have maybe a chart like this on a test or an assignment. Before you even start, I would just write down, it's what I call a brain dump. It's information you already know, but it's helpful when it's all jumbled in your head to have it down on paper. So go ahead and write down your normal pH, your PCO2, your carbon dioxide, and your HCO3, your bicarb, okay? And then remember your Rome, mnemonic. Respiratory is opposite, so your pH and PCO2 will be opposite. And if it's metabolic, your pH and HCO3 will be equal. Okay, and those two things will tell you what acid-base imbalance. Then you look at what kind of compensation. Is it no compensation, partial compensation, which are the two that you're going to see most often. Very rarely will you see the full compensation, and I do show you in the last two problems here just so you guys can get a look at that. But to decide at what compensation, you're going to look at these three statements and answer them as a true false for each problem that you look at, okay? So let's just go ahead and dive in and you guys will see how easy this is. Okay, first of all, I got some tips for you. So first step, label your values. Are they increased, decreased, or normal? So your pH here, all right, that's going to be high. And again, this is just a visual to help. Your carbon dioxide is low. And your bicarb is normal. Okay, so you're going to look at your pH first. So it's high. We already know that we're dealing with some kind of base. So alkalosis. Now we got to decide if it's respiratory or metabolic. So you're going to look at your PCO2. Are the pH and PCO2 opposite? Yes. So you're going to have respiratory alkalosis. Okay? And then you're going to go down here and answer these statements, okay? Your PCO2 and HCO3 aren't both abnormal. Are they both abnormal? No. Okay. PCO2, HCO3, and pH are all abnormal. Is that true? No. PCO2 and HCO3 abnormal with a normal pH. Is that normal? I'm testing you guys. So which statement is true? You're only going to have one true statement. It's this one, right? Because the PCO2 and bicarb aren't both abnormal. So you have respiratory alkalosis with no compensation for that one. Okay? And so I'm going to just go ahead and go through these. I still encourage you guys to write your values and everything, follow these steps, but I'm just going to kind of run through these. I'm going to walk you through the first four, and then I'm going to pause it and give you guys a chance to do 5 through 8 by yourself, and then we'll go through 9 and 10 with the full compensation because it is a little different. Okay, so number 2, pH. What is it? Yeah, it's low. And your PCO2? Low. And your bicarb? Low. Metabolic acidosis. PCO2 and HCO3 aren't both abnormal. Is that true or false? PCO2, HCO3, and pH all abnormal. Is that true or false? And PCO2 and HCO3 abnormal with a normal pH. Is that true or false? Okay, so you'll have metabolic acidosis with partial compensation because this statement is true. All right, this next one, look at your pH, then look at your PCO2, and then your bicarb. Okay? So we got metabolic alkalosis, and then run through your statements with no compensation. And the same for this next one, okay? Metabolic acidosis with partial compensation. All right, you guys, pause the video so you can try and answer 5, 6, 7, and 8 by yourselves, and I will show you the answers. All right, respiratory acidosis with no compensation. Respiratory acidosis with no compensation. Respiratory acidosis with no compensation. Metabolic alkalosis with no compensation. And then let me show you guys, these last two are going to be an example of full compensation. So what you'll see is a normal pH, but what you have to look at is, yes, your range is 7.35 to 7.45, but if it's normal, in between that, what is your optimum normal? Would be 7.40. So since this is in range of this, but it's below 7.40, we'd say that it's a low pH. And then you follow the steps like you did with the previous one. So it's respiratory acidosis with full compensation. Same type of thing for this, okay? It's within range, but it's higher than the optimum norm. So you got metabolic alkalosis with full compensation. I hope this helped you guys.